I'm live. How you doing? What's going on? So we're gonna do a few things here in a minute. Let's see if we can do something here. I don't know. I don't know if I could get that to do that or not. We might be able to get it to sit there. What do y'all think? Look at those spider webs. Spiders all over that bike. Damn, that's how long it's been since I've rode that bike. Hang on, guys. Ooh, spiders, spiders, spiders. Come on, buddy. Come on, young lady. Get your butt off my bike. Damn, I gotta move this bike away. What's up, guys? My daughter, when she gets home today, she's supposed to, what's up, Jamin, buddy? How you doing? First one in, yes, sir. She's supposed to be, this is a good knife, man, I swear. It's Harley Davidson, not trying to advertise. Seriously, like, no shit. I did not buy this knife. It's only like about 4 inches, I guess. The blade's maybe 1.5, 2 inches. It looks big, but it's not. Like, here's my hand. Like, it's not that big, you know, real small. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, guys. Here's something that's real tricky. If you carry a pocket knife like I do, you know, even some people like to carry big blades, big knives with, the case with them, a sleeve or a sheave, a big knife. And most of the time it's for looks. Yes, it could be for safety. But here's the thing. My mother got me this somewhere. She got 2 of them, one for me and one for my brother, Harley Davidson. And I carry it in my pocket. And it's sharp, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. How many of us actually use a knife for anything other than opening Amazon packages or cutting? I tell you what I use it most for. Amazon packages or cutting plastic zip ties. When I have to use a zip tie on my motorcycle, and maybe I have to get back into like this, the battery case. Can you see this down here, Jamin? I don't know if you can or not. I'm gonna try to move it to where you guys can see it. Okay, see this? Where it says fuck the rules, I'm gonna have to cut. First of all, I gotta get the seat off. So let's get out in front of the camera here. And like I said, I gave this Sportster to my daughter, It's a 08 Nightster. I love the bike. What I want to do, what I'd like for her to do, what I'd like to do is I got to get some new hand grips. The Avons, the 75 to 100 bucks Avon are the best hand grips I think they make right now, or I can afford. If anybody wants to donate some new hand grips, it's an 08. These are the old Harley ones that came on it. They suck. All the rubber's off of them, they're slick. So just DM me. We get a hold of each other. Last year I pulled this off and had a snake in here, guys. Y'all not remember that video? Hey, buddy. Y'all not remember that video? I pulled my seat off last year and there was a snake in there. Jim Reynolds, how you doing? Salty, how you doing? I love this bike. If I could drop a hardtail on it, maybe 2-3 inches back, 2 inches down, whoo! This bike would be the perfect bike. So this is why I use a knife. Like I said, 99% of people that use a knife, a pocket knife, we use it for Amazon packages, man. Or I do, see, clip that little plastic zip tie right there, bam. Open it up. And I do not leave this out all the time, so you just know. Harley has a bad issue with these Sportsters, these 08, with the paint chipping on the rear fender and the back rear fender. So that's an issue. I've got to get the front 10 and the back 10 sanded down, repainted. I will not go back to the orange and black on those. I'll probably just do black. I got somebody that's going to do it. The tanks are awesome. They, thank God, they chip a little bit around the fuel lid though. That's the bad thing about it. The paint is not bad at Harley. I do not believe the paint is bad. I love the paint colors and all that. I believe it's the machines that paint it. They're not done, to me, professionally done. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to pull this fucking battery out because it's dead. Or there's a little juice in it. It's just not completely dead. And I'm going to put it on the tender. See if we can't get it running. She wants to wash it, get it cleaned up. So I told her, you know, she's going to have to take care of it then. If not, I'm going to pull it back over under the garage. You know, so let's see what we do here. We'll unclip it here. It's just a little battery, you know, small. Oh, there we go. Take the negative off now. That was the positive. We'll grab the negative. Da-da-da. We'll put it on the tender. The tenderloin. The only major thing wrong with this bike is right here. The rocker cover top needs a gasket. It does like it. I'm not gonna say it pours the leak, like it leaks out, like, you know, on the ground, but it does have a small drip. Not a drip, like when the pressure gets built up, just a little bit of oil will squeeze out of the rocker top covers, and that's because that's bad for those Sportsters. And if anybody knows anything about the Sportsters, you know as well as I do, those rocker top covers, you can't just change one. I mean, you could, but that'd be stupid. So when you change those rocker top cover, you know, gaskets, buy the Harley Davidson ones, the metal ones, the real ones, the good ones, and change both of them at the same time. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to change both of them. Not me. I use mine for everything. You use your pocket knife for everything? Really? I mean, if I was to use it, I'm saying, like, I carry it everywhere. But if I need to cut a string or something like that, you know, I'll use it. I'm not like sitting here, you know, just holding it out all the time trying to, you know, use my pocket knife. So I'm going to put this screw back in the back fender where it goes so I don't lose it. Where the seat goes, because I'm not going to put it back on until... there we go. Until we get it done. So this bike needs some work. I mean, honest to God, it needs some work. Like that, like I said, just that was the only thing. I mean, if it's charged, the battery's charged, it starts and goes and runs. See how the back fender chips around that, the paint? See that? It sucks, man. It sucks. So, and then the front fender, here, I'll show you. See how it peels down there at the bottom? See how that paint chips? So I got to get these fenders off and strip down. So what I'm going to have to do is get these fenders off and strip down and repaint it. I got a painter out here, got a body shop. He said he wouldn't charge me too much to do them. I've never painted anything, so somebody told me to paint them myself, and I'm like, well, it's not that I would care to. I don't have the, you know, the sanders. Them things need to be blasted. There's a good amount of rust on it. Fingernails, just things. Yeah. Make sure and check the liner on the tank and bubble and start to peel. Really? You mean the inside liner or the around the gasket on the liner there on the inside of the... Like I said, it don't sit out, you know, in the driveway every day, all day. It's just, you know, I've got it sitting there because we pulled it out to get the battery out of it, or I pushed it out, I should say. Pushed it out. Here's the other one. I've got a few things I got to do to it. There's a couple of things I thought about going live and riding, you know, and riding somewhere, but it's like, you guys know as well as I do, if you live out in the country or somewhere, and you guys know I live on a mountain, man. I mean, I showed you the views the other day on that live. If you go and watch it in the first 10 minutes, the views are beautiful. I'm in the mountains, but here's the thing. If I leave this little town area, I mean, the internet goes completely out. I would love to take you and show you, you know, the grist mills, the rivers, the parks, and I have that on videos. You just have to go back and go in my backlogs on my channel, because I know everybody goes to my channel and says, oh, politics, we can't watch it. And the good thing about my politics is it's funny, it's comedy, or it's me talking about, you know, on live streams or videos, you know, me critiquing you know, people's decisions and stuff. So it ain't like, you know, these regular big politician news channels. I don't think so anyways. You guys might think it's different. But for the people that's in my chat that know me, they know where I'm at. They know I'm all around guy. They know my channel's all around. They know if they actually go to the channel, it's not all politics, it's motorcycles, it's everyday life, it's, you know, whatever I want to put on there. That's why it says YouTube. Spell it out, guys. YOUTUBE, right? YouTube. So y'all want me to leave you? Yep, mostly a tool. Exactly, man. My pocket knife is mostly a tool. So you guys want me to sit here and let you look at the beautiful stickers for a minute? Or the road? The motorcycles that will be coming up and down the road. Man, we had about 200 come through yesterday. They do every day. There was a ride over at the Brushy Mountain Prison, State Prison, I know about. It was a fundraiser. Jamie Johnson was over there, guys, signing autographs. He went on the ride with the people I know. And I'm like, I told the dude this morning, I said, dude, I seen you on Facebook. I said, why didn't you tell me you guys had a fundraiser for somebody, you know, and Jamie Johnson rode in at Williams. And I said, you know, why didn't y'all tell me that? I said, hell, I'd have rode Williams and, you know, I said, I'm not like a starstruck dude. I heard him sing like one song or something, but if you see a picture of Jamie Johnson, have y'all seen him lately? Like, he's so gray-headed, gray-bearded, like he's skinny. Like, he looks like an old fucking man, dude. Like, no, I don't like to talk ill about anybody, and I'm not talking ill about him. I'm just saying, go look him up, man. He looks old as dirt. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to plug this thing in. But you know what I mean? Like, if you go look at him, so this is what I got. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's the cheap one. Well, I'm not a rich guy, so this is what I got. I got from Walmart. I don't know. I think I've had this for like 6, 7, 8 years, I guess. Still works. I think I paid, I don't know, $30 or $40 for this. And, you know, it is what it is, like I said, but it works. It's a tender and a booster or a charger, you know, supposed to be able to jump it off, but I've never seen it. I tried it once to jump off and it never jumped off because it goes to electrical, man. It you know, like this. You're supposed to be able to jump it off. Well, you still got to let it sit and go and sit for hours before you try to even charge enough to jump it off. So this is the one I use. I'll use it, and what I'll do is I screw the pooch. What I'll do is I've got yep, that's an ashtray, nasty ashtray. It's my motorcycle cover. Okay, so what I do is I don't know. Here, that's why I got my phone on a tripod. I don't know why I'm trying to hold it and talk. Duh. I mean, common sense tells you if it's on a tripod, set it up, man. I know there's people out there that watch and say, this dude's a fucking idiot. And that's okay, because sometimes I am, you know. I'm not a perfect man, and that's okay. No one is. And a lot of people don't care. That's fine. You don't have to watch. So I hooked this one up. And, of course, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's got the little thingy in there, the little fuse or whatever. And then I'll plug it into the battery and I'll put the screws in it. And then I'll plug it in, and within, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 hours, this battery, which it ain't that big of a battery, you know. I'm not charging like the battery in the big bike there, in the Ultra, it's bigger. This is just a Super Start from O'Reilly's. You know, I gave them the year motorcycle and all that. And it's a small battery, so. And then I'll plug it in. It won't take but about 8 hours, or maybe not even that, I don't know. And then I will be able to see to the bike a little bit better, you know. Once I can get it started and get it running and moving around. And tires on it's brand new. Well, they were like a year ago, but I've only put within a year since I put those brand new white walls on there. I would say I've only probably put on that bike 600 miles maybe, if that. And the reason why is because I ride this one all the time. I ride the big one. When you ride the big bike, it's hard. But now I love the sporty. I love riding a Sportster in these mountains and these curves. Man, you can really get into it. You know, you can get in the curves a lot better, I think, in my opinion. You know, you can just, I don't know, it's something about them. You just get into, you know, that riding ability when you're on a Sportster or a Softail. What's up, buddy? What are you just standing there for? Or what I was doing? What do you mean? Can't nobody see you. I mean, we know you're running from the feds, but still, dude, I ain't gonna show you. Bring some dog food? No, I'm just talking to some friends. What, you got, some animals? Or some squeaky toys? Yeah, something more to drive me fucking crazy? When your daughter's boyfriend comes over? Oh, okay. And yeah, they're not kids. They're 19 and 20 something. So, you know, it's not like allowing teenage love going on in my house either. I don't allow that shit. So I think I've got a plug up here on my light. So if you ain't seen these lights yet, look here. Do you guys see what that is? That's a LED bug zapper light. Awesome, dude. I don't even have like a dimmer light switch. I got a regular light switch. When you plug that in right there, you flip it once, you'll get the light bulb and the bug zapper. If you flip it twice, like turn it on, turn it off, and turn it on real quick, you get just the bug zapper. And let me tell you something, dude, for the price of that, it is awesome. I'm telling you, it kills tons of mosquitoes and bugs at night. Yeah, I've got a plug up there, but I don't think it's gonna reach. I mean, it'll reach, but it's got that box. That's the problem. When you're plugging it in, it's got a big box. So, see, it ain't gonna plug. I'll have to take it in the house. So give me just a second, guys. Here, I'll let you look at the motorcycle. You can tell how ugly it is and how I need to get a new one, and it's old, and it's a piece of shit, whatever you want to say. So. All right, so now that I got that plugged in, let me tell you, there's all kinds of ways to deter shit, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hear that? Hear that? This is a famous highway, man. I'm telling you, I got one of the best rides, and I've done it many times. I live here, I know. And you can even look it up if you got one of those Tennessee maps, riding maps, if you know what I'm talking about. This ride is called Aces and Eights. It's like, you know, the poker hand, Aces and Eights. You look that up, dude. It runs right through right here on this road, goes up into Kentucky. It goes up into Monticello, Kentucky, and back down, but it runs these mountains. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know that like Tail of the Dragon or the Snake in Florida or the Copperhead Road, you know, the motorcycle road rides, you know, that the states map out and say, hey, come ride, you know, Tail of the Dragon or Aces and Eights. That's what it is, Aces and Eights. So, if you can find it and look at it, it's called Aces and Eights, and it's awesome. But man, it takes you up in the boondocks where I'm telling you right now, It's in the boondocks to where, what's up, brown chicken? It's in the boondocks to where there's a certain road up there you do not go down. If you know where I'm talking, if you just know what I'm talking about, if you're old enough to even know what I'm talking about, there's a set of family that lives up in a holler. And you know, if you know, you know. When you're living in the country and you're from the backwoods, the police will not even go up in that holler. They will not. They say, hey, them people take care of their own business. They take care of their shit. They take care of the outside people. You don't need to know shit. They don't go in there. And I promise you, I could take you on a road where you don't want to go. You don't turn that road. You don't go in that holler because you may not ever come out of that holler. So, and it's like 90 degrees today. It's a beautiful Sunday. I woke up. I thank God for, you know, blessing me with another day on this earth. And I'm not jumping into religion, guys, so don't start jumping off, you know, not listening. But, you know, I love the Lord. I thank him every day. I try to be humble as I can. And like I said, you know, I mean, how much more can you get? Oh, who said? Jim, you're welcome, buddy. It's just, it's not much. 5 acres, you know, it's beautiful. There's my landlord across, you know, just a house, man. That's all it is, small, you know, house. Got the woods that go all the way, that's my woods. Got woods on that side of the house over there, all the way covered. So the only place you can see, I've been trying to let all these grow up, these trees behind the building there, because that's the road. Been trying to let all that privacy grow up there. So, you know, there's a house over there, way over there, if you see it. See where my finger is? There's a house through there, but that kid, he's cool. He's on the ambulance, fire rescue, all that. So he's young, 21, 22. His grandpa lived there. His grandpa's dead now, I think, or in the nursing home. He raised him because his mama was a jujitsu junkie, you know. Was one of those, likes to skip around, leave her kids with her grandpa, with her, you know. So anyways, he raised him, took over the house. There's no neighbors here except way on down the road. So yeah, it's private. In my front yard, like I said, we get the big green worms, or we can, you know, they like to nest, fish with them. There's a neighbor way through the woods over there, but it's a man, woman, and family. They don't never bother, never hear out of them or nothing like that. They're in their late 40s. There's a country girl waving in a Jeep, like always. Listen to some country music. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm going to let that battery run. I'm going to let it get charged. You know, try to get that bike seen to a little bit, get it on the road, get it back on the road, doing good. That's a fun bike. I would like to do a few things for my daughter with it. You know, I'd like to change it, or at least get the fenders done. But for her first Harley, starting out at 16 years old, she'll be 17 November. That's not a bad little motorcycle for her, you know. I don't think so. Do you guys? You guys tell me in the comments if you guys think that's a bad, if that's a bad motorcycle for a kid, for a kid's first, you know, motorcycle. So she works and goes to high school. She's a junior in high school. So we're trying to get her, she's working and saving money. So we're trying to get her to save money where she can do what she wants with this bike. We're going to get her in the classes as soon as she gets enough saved. I think for the more 3-day class or whatever it is, it's like $500 here. Because I'm not going to let her just take a 2-day class and then if she passes it, you know, just say, here's a Harley, get on it and take off on the road. You know what I mean? I prefer to take her to a parking lot and let her practice and stuff. And then I'm like, I'll put the factory, you know, exhaust back on so it ain't so loud. No, I love it loud. I like it the way it is. I love it loud, you know, and all that. And so, but like I said, for the first bike, she don't need a Grom, man. She wants to ride to school, and she's got to have something roadworthy and you know, something that ain't, you know, I know, I get what you're saying. I like a Grom. I've rode a Grom. But I'm telling you, I don't want to put her on a little Grom. And I know what you're saying for her starting out, but no. I think starting out on a Harley 1200, I think that'll be all right. I think she just, you know, once she gets in the class and gets to learning things and can hold, you know, she can hold the bike up. It's just, she's a little shorter. So I think she'll do good with it once, you know, we get her in the parking lot up here and let her practice. What I'm going to do is put some engine, I know they shouldn't be, but I'm going to put some engine guards on it, because if she drops it, I don't want her tearing it up, you know. I don't want her to, you know, because that'll take her confidence down when if she lays it down, you know. So, and if she lays it down, like I said, I'm going to put some of those straight, you know, motor, you know, I'm going to put some of those on it, the engine guards, the straight engine guards, and then that way if for some reason it lays down, it won't tear anything up. I think that'd be best for her, you know. So I don't know, but I gotta make sure these are all locked. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not gonna start her out fast or nothing. All my kids started off on sport. Yeah. And like I said, man, I think they're dependable bikes. I mean, they're really dependable, you know. I started out on a Honda 100 of 1986, as a matter of fact, and it was a 4-stroke, and I loved every bit of it. And my second bike was a 125 Kawasaki dirt bike. Another one I had, let's see, then my first street bike was a 95 Kawasaki Ninja, green and white, heavy as hell. I had it for almost 2 years, and I was like, I'm going to get rid of this. I think it's going to get me. I rode a Softail for a while. Found this Sportster. Got it. Thought I was going to do a lot. I thought I was going to chop it down is what I wanted to do. That's why I bought it. Bought this Ultra, too. So, I mean, and I had another... my brother had a Vulcan, I don't know, one of those bikes I rode for a long time. He stopped riding and let me, you know, just ride it, and so I rode it for a long time. And but I've been riding since I was 12, on and off, you know, just my whole life pretty much. But we've been trying to figure out this stuff, how it works, man. This, you know, going live shit. I know how to go live. I know how to go live. A lot of horses. So, I mean, going live ain't the problem. One of the issues is when you go live like this and you go through your GoPro, you know, YouTube don't want to push it, man. They do not want to push your shit. So when you do a live, Jamin, if you're still on here, man, everybody go check out Jamin Rooney, his channel. He's in the comments, guys. I thought you was going to do it live yesterday or whatever from the bike, dude. I was sitting there waiting on you the whole time, and then somebody else went live, I think. So, hear that, bike? This road stays busy. I mean, bike. So, I don't know. I thought you was going to go live, so let's see. Maybe they're coming up there. See, everybody goes camping and kayaking, canoeing. Looks like an old Yamaha or Suzuki or something. Sounds like he needs to get some power behind that wheel, though, to me, don't it, you guys? Sound like it didn't want to go. Didn't have no power. Dad. Didn't have no power. And this is how I mount my phone, if you're wondering. It's a 360 mount with a phone mount right here in front of my screen. So we can do this, and I'm fixing to. So raise it up a little bit where y'all don't see the windshield when I'm riding. So what I'm going to do is get the stuff. We're going to take a ride for a second. How's that? Huh? Y'all want to take a ride? Y'all want to take a ride in the backseat of my caddy? Top it up or do or die? Do you want to ride in the backseat of my caddy? Top it up or do or die? Oh yeah. Lead Sled Customs. This is what you like. This is what you need right here, guys. some lead sled stealth gloves. They're skin tight. That, or get you some Cruci Originals. They're really good skin tight gloves. Man, they help when you got like arthritis like I do in my hands. So they're excellent. They work great. Remember, if you're going to go live from your phone, Jamin, do black electrical tape, buddy. Tape up the bottom microphone. Not too much, just one little piece. Leave one open. See, you got the plug in the middle. If you got an iPhone like me or another phone, if you got a speaker down there at the bottom, you got a plug in between two speakers. Or I do. Well, I only cover one up because I keep my charger in my iPhone, down in my iPhone. So what I do, I'll show you. What I do is, this is what I do, guys, right here. My screwdriver. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's see what I need to do with this first. First of all, let's put this back in here. Let's shut this up. Son of a biscuit. This is where I keep just a little bag of tools, handy little stuff, you know. It's always good to keep a few tools, some extra oil or something. And to tell you the truth, I've got the 3 hoe oil change, guys. So what I like to do, what's up, retired rider? So what I like to do is this right here. I keep an extra cord in there because I do have an older bike. So what I like to do, here's what I like to do with the, when it comes to the oil stuff, guys. What I like to do is keep an extra cord in there, but I buy the Harley Davidson, the all kind. I don't just get the red transmission, you know what I mean, or the oil Pacific oil. I get the one that can go into all 3 of them. And the reason why is because it's not always your oil that you may need to fill up. It may be transmission or it may be your primary. You know, you always have to check that stuff anyways. So try to check it. What's up, Gremlin? Long time no see, man. Afternoon, Emlyn. John, what's up, buddy? David Hansel. I don't know why I almost said Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. Sorry. How much horsepower just went by? Yeah, like, I don't know, 0.01 or something. She burns her legs on them pipes a few times, she'll be done. No, man, she's tough, dude. I don't raise fucking sissies, man. My girls are fucking, you know, they've been pew-pewing 22s since they've been born, and rifle 30-06, and you name it, dude. They both own 9mm. We're not sissified around my house, dude. I mean, I'm just telling you, you know. I know you're just kidding, but yeah. Now, I don't raise pussies, so. They're country girls. I'll tell you the truth right now. What'd you say, retired rider? Don't listen to him, he'll lead you astray. Yeah. Watch the language. Where'd it go? I'll watch it. Can I take my eye out? Hey, slow down there. That's why I like my big trees, because everybody wants to come through here flying like they're maniacs. I'm a maniac. So what I do is take my old microphone, extra phone. What I done, Jamin, listen to me. I cut it out. So I slide my phone down in it. That blocks the lock, but I cut a hole in it now. I cut a hole so my charger will go straight up in there. It goes in the hole. Put it in the hole. But I take black electrical tape, is what I do. And like I said, I only cover one of the little speakers next to my charger, because where my charger goes in the bottom of my phone, I've got 2 speakers, one on each side, and then I got one up here by the camera. See where my thumb is on the camera? I've got a little speaker going long ways across there. So what I'll do is use my pocket knife, since I don't use it for nothing but open boxes anyways. My Harley pocket knife. It's just like 3 inches long. The hush, I don't want to hear the bullshit. It's more than that, but the knife is only 3 inches long. So what I'll do, here's what I'll do. I cover those little speakers up. And I've learned now, I don't believe it takes all the wind away, but it does take some. You know, it does knock out, you know, yes, Sandman as well. What's up with Sandman? Is he all right, Gremlin? I know you guys are kind of, you know, right there tight together, man. I wonder how old Mike's doing, Gremlin. You know Mike, the Sandman's buddy that always comes with him. Good old dude, you know, until he likes to drink too much. No, I like Mike, man. Mike's a funny character, man. He's a funny character, man. So what I like to do is this right here. See, just take a little piece, and what I'll do is I'll get as closest to that camera without covering it up. So, and that's, you know, that's basically what I do. I just cover that little speaker right there. See, and it doesn't cover the camera in case, and I don't even, unless I want to show my view, you know, like it doesn't affect my view right there. See, and there's times I'll flip it back and forth, you know, to front to back camera. Ray is nuts, David. Yes, quite a bit. Nightbot is working. Stop spamming caps warnings. Huh? Really? It's telling you? What message did it delete? That's funny. I didn't even think Nightbot was going to work. Look there, it automatically started working. And he's getting on to David. He's deleting David's messages. You can't do it in cap locks, I guess, David. Stop spamming. That's something I'll have to go in and change, I guess, when I get on the computer. I didn't think I was going to get that Nightbot to work. Damn, it's took me a week to get that son of a bitch figured out. Yeah, because he's in caps. Oh. I didn't even think I was going to get it to work, though, John. I'm glad it's working. It says it has to be a public video. You can't do a private or restricted. And it has to be, it can't be untitled or something like that. It can't be an untitled video. So when you go in to set this live up, like if you're going to do it on your phone, hit the pencil, the editing pencil before you hit the live button on your phone down there, and go in and type in. I know it automatically will say John is live, or Brandon is, or Ray's Motor Life is live, or whatever. You know, go in and still type something in so it gets it, you know. So Sandman will be there. Okay. Tired timing out Nightbot. Did it time out, David? Oh shit. Bro, send me money. No goodwill bless you if you don't do it. What? Snatching shit? Is that how you say your name? Snatching? Let me guess, you're in Bangladesh trying to get somebody to send you money. What a fucking joke. Dude. You people don't stop. You're like the homeless guy in fucking DC, bitching because they're trying to help you, and then you bitch. Thank you, guys. What kind of shit is that? Send you money. Dude, if you just knew. People just think people don't care, man. They got no shame. You know why? Because they're lazy. They don't care. And then I put that foam on there, Jamin. I put the foam down in the foam, and then I put it up in my, I'll unloosen the foam mount, what I do, and then I'll put it inside the foam mount there with that foam on it, going across the screen just a little bit. And you probably can't hear me that good. Let me know. Let me know, John, or one of you, please, if you can hear me. If not, you know, You might be able to hear me. I don't know. I've got something coming in the mail I ordered though. It should be here tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, tomorrow. It's hopefully going to change some good stuff. So there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to say hi, and my name is Alex, and I'm paralyzed from the waist down. Do when I see you on your bike. It is awesome. I watch your live channel a lot. Well, thank you, Alex Becker, man. You know, that's the inspiration. That's what I go for, dude. I love, trust me, like I said, the motorcycle stuff's been part of my life since I was 12 years old. I'll be honest, man, it's in my blood. It's in my father's blood. It's in my uncle's blood, my aunt's. My mother's rode on the back of one for 50 years, you know. I mean, that's just, but here's the thing. I don't have a brand new bike. I don't have all the kicks, and you don't have to have that, brother. You don't have to have that to enjoy life with something. You know, you really don't. You can ask any of these guys in here, no matter if they own a brand new Harley or a brand new chopper or an old school chopper they built. It doesn't matter if they, you know, if they own a Honda or what Rebel, whatever, you know, Yamaha, Suzuki. That's not why we ride over the bikes, you know. We ride because it's just part of us, man. We're part of a generation and culture that, you know, it's instilled into us, and we love it, man. But I thank you, dude. I thank you. You know, stuff like that is. Oh, dude, don't worry about your spelling, brother. It's inspirational. That's what keeps me making these videos and stuff, man. Honestly, like I said, everybody that goes to my channel automatically thinks I'm just politics. You know what I mean? Like they don't even look and take 5 seconds to actually see what's in the channel, and they're like, "Thought you had, it says motorcycle stuff." But then if I do something else, they're like, "Well, thought you were going to talk about politics. You did a motorcycle video." It's like you can't win. So I do all my shit. I love sharing everything. I love sharing my whole life. Anyways, the black electrical tape, Jamin, I'm going back to, I taped one side of it. No need to be sorry, Alex. Exactly, man. You living vicariously through somebody, and you're getting to enjoy it. And I tell you what, man, that just, I prayed this morning, and I prayed to God about the bike and about, you know, riding today, keeping me safe, watching over my kids and everything. And I feel like just for you saying that, you know, that's like answering a prayer. Like that gives me hope, dude. Like that there's still people out there that love to not just watch us guys that are in these channels. If you like a lot of riding, man, I'll be honest, go watch Retired Rider Harley Road Glide there, Alex. He does a lot of riding videos. He does a lot more than me because he's old, you know. I mean, he's like 100 years older than me. I'm just messing with you, John. No, but seriously, he's got a lot of good riding videos. They all do. Everybody in the chat just about's got channels, and they're all motorcycle people, man. Everyone that's talking to me, Alex, they're motorcycle people. So check out their channels, man. You'll probably get a lot of inspiration through those guys. Especially maybe more than me, because I'm kind of just unfiltered and uncut, and I say what I say, and I don't look back, and I don't give a shit. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Not really, you know. But for you saying that, dude, that's awesome. I love it. And like I said, that's just one of the simple little reasons why I do this and put it out there. So hopefully, you know, somebody enjoys it. Hang on just a second. John, text David and tell him to uncap his capsules. That's why he got timed out. At least I know the Nightbot's working though. But hey, Alex, if you got like Instagram or Facebook, dude, you can follow me over there on Instagram. It's under Ray's Moto Life. On Facebook, it's under Brandon Ray, my real name, Brandon Ray. You just friend me, send me a message. I'll know who you are. I remember stuff. You can ask John. I remember shit. I remember, you know, when it was the Egyptians, time in the Egyptian shit happened then. So, but honestly, like you can message me and I'll friend you and, you know, let you see the videos I got on Instagram and Facebook. I got a lot of different ones on Instagram, a lot of different motorcycle stuff on Instagram that I don't have on YouTube, man. And the reason why is because I don't have a big editing system. My laptop only does so much. So I can only put so much on, you know, my computer, my laptop. So you will find a lot of more motorcycle events and rallies and stuff like that on my Instagram. So just letting you know, if you wanted to check it out, you're more than welcome to check it out. Yes, I'm a big guy. Sorry, I'm fat, you know. I'm a big guy, so 6'2", 245. Can't help it. Just life. So if you can still hear me, that's what you do. You put the tape on, you put the black electrical tape on it. I use the foam. So what I'm gonna do is I use the foam. Since you said that, Alex, we're gonna take a ride, buddy. All right? We're gonna take a ride down the road and we're gonna try to show you a little bit. Since you said you enjoyed it, you can come along with me. How's that sound? That sound good, bud? Oh shit, look. See, I get talking and confused and I forget what I'm doing. You know what I'd like to have, John? I'd like to get me one of those helmets that are those carbon fiber. I'd like to have the full face. I've got a full face helmet, but it's a Daytona. And nothing wrong with it, it's just heavy. Not real heavy, but it's heavier. And I wear this because I wear these little lids. These little lids, man, they're not too safe. I guess, Alex, buddy, I need to take a life lesson from you, don't I? Put a damn real helmet on, huh? What I guess I need to do, don't I, Alex? I need to take a life lesson. So, and here's what we do. See, I just run a lid, you know, just a small. I'd like to have the, like I said, the carbon fiber full face that weighs less than 3 pounds. Oh man. And the reason why is, truthfully, is because it's so hot, man. It's so hard to wear a full, but I love a full face. I never wore one until I went to Florida and started traveling on the interstate. And to be honest, it's just safer, you know, to have one on the interstate and travel. So that's when that's when I started wearing a full face. But just for around here and stuff, I know most wrecks happen within a mile of your house and less than 30 miles an hour. So, and that's statistics and that's true, guys. So since you said that, now I can't take you down the mountain to the grist mill and show you the river and all that beautiful stuff because my internet will go out. But I do have videos on that. You just have to look for them. Like I said, I got the battery on the charge for the Sportster. Oh man. And like I said, if this old girl will start, we'll take a ride down the road. I don't know. Hopefully it won't be shaking too much. It might. Who knows? Shit. I got the GoPro going. All I got to do is hit record on it. We got the extended charger or battery charger, so I can do a video if I want. I hope you guys can still hear me though. Alex, whoa, not good, but glad you're still with us. I rode bikes all the way up until a year ago when I was pushed off a 45-foot cliff. Man, that's insane, man. Well, I'm in East Tennessee, if you're wondering. I won't tell you my address, but I am in East Tennessee if you're wondering where I'm at, if you ain't figured it out. I live on a plateau, on a mountain, to tell you the truth, on a big mountain. Salty, buddy. Better get under that crunch, get that going. 6 foot 250, brother. Hell yeah, DT 1776. Hey, that was the day that, everything good was going. We need those guys back here. Truthfully, we need to step up ourselves. But there ain't enough of us. What are you doing, little pussy? Hey, there's my pussy, look. Ah, hey, baby. Hey, girl. Hi, kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, what you doing, baby? What you doing down there, huh? What you doing? You're gonna run as soon as you hear this bike. Yes, ma'am, or sir, whatever you are. Yeah, you're gonna run. So, what view do you like better there, man? Alex, do you like the front view? Because I know you don't like looking at my dumb ass. Can't be, man. Loud and clear in PA. Thank you, buddy. Pennsylvania. Is that where you're talking about, Pennsylvania? That sounds familiar. Like I think I've been through there. I don't think I've ever actually been to Pennsylvania. I mean, I've been through there. Nightbot time, somebody out, you're on my naughty list. Uh-oh, spam. Please do not, guys, I cannot go in there right now. I'm not on the laptop. I can't control that Nightbot right now. So do not, if you're going, you can type in the side chat all you want. Don't leave no stupid comments. Don't leave no, don't do all caps. I'll have to go in and turn that off here when I get home, figure it out. So, Alex, where do you prefer, buddy? DT 1776, man, I'm telling you, if you know anything about me and watch my channel, you know I'm straight up American first. I'm a patriot. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat, not a liberal, not a, middle guy, none of that. I'm America first. So, Alex, you tell me, that bot sucks, David. Yeah, sorry, I'll have to go in the settings in a little bit and fix it. And I know why you do that, because capitalized, I can see it better when the stuff is in caps. But I'm not retired rider. That's why he put retired in front of him. He's old, so he can't see shit, and I can, so I can see y'all's comments. Let's see if this bike's gonna start, and we'll figure out how much gas we got and see where we can go. Let's see. Oh, look at it. I'm watching from Canada. Nice. Mike Mason. Any kin to Charlie? Isn't there a famous actor named Charlie Mason? Or maybe not Charlie, but Charles or Charlie or Mason. He's from up there. Yes, I should be going through my front yard, but I'm going to. Stop, Ray. Okay, what do you want me to do, buddy? You need me to stop or what? Ontario, okay. Don't forget, we do have super chats and super thanks. If you do want to reward me with a cup of coffee, Ontario. I'll be honest, I've never been out of the United States.
Just saying that. I'll ride for you. You tell me if you want to try to go out of town. If you want to try to run down the park road and keep service, I'll do it. If not, you know, I'll try to stay around where I can get some service. I know Old Town Square here. Got bells that ring. Y'all think that's a real bell? Nope, it's on a speaker. They got rid of all those real bells because they take evil away, guys. It's all on a speaker. can't pretend because it's so hard to try to be somebody else. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Look at that rain there. Alex, man, I tell you, you know you're trying to be I mean, if you want to get on here and create some kind of character and do that, that's cool, man. That's, it is what it is. But here's the thing, if you're trying to act like that, we got rain coming in right there. It starts sprinkling on me. It won't last long. But here's the thing, doing a character, being a character, I'm a character in itself. I'll be honest with you. No ego, no nothing. Myself is a character, I believe. Now, I'm not the best, funniest character in the world. I'm not the most comedic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that, what a lot of people are. They got that persona about them. They got that glitch, that character in them. I'm not that. Some people say, oh, you're a character. Why? No, I'm unfiltered. I'm just me. And I guess that's why they say I'm a character. And that's cool. But I mean, when people come on YouTube and they build a character up and build video and make videos of a character, that's fine. It's called YouTube for a reason. You do you, you. So here's the thing. That's okay. That's your business. You do that. But when you try to convince other people that that's really you, that's where the thing comes in, that's where it comes into play. Where now I took the tape off, I don't just like, oh, here, throw it down in my yard. No, I don't have nothing in my yard. I don't throw that shit in my yard. I don't like trash in my yard. That goes for women too. Don't like trash in my yard. But what I'm saying is, you can't do that, man. Yes, I am a character. And that's okay. And that's what I say, though. I'm myself. I don't get up and say, and David, God's honest truth, man, I've been like this my whole life. But here's the truth, David. I don't get up every morning and got to get into that character. You know what I'm saying? Like some people do. And that's okay if some people want to get into that character and do videos in a different character. That's their business. Ain't got nothing to do with me, That's totally up to them. If that's how they want to put videos out, cool by me. I don't care a bit. Alex, I hope you enjoyed that small little ride, buddy. I'm sorry I can't, do a live like an hour or two ride. Trust me, if I had the service, if my phone had the internet to do that long of a live where I live, man, I'd show you everywhere, brother. I wouldn't care a bit. See, look, remember what I said? Remember those nests I was talking about earlier? The best fishing worms in the world, they nest in my trees.
You know, right here, guys, look, this is the best fishing worm, and look how big they get. Look at that. And I'm talking about they fall out in the yard by the thousands, guys. By the thousands of these. Now, this is the best fishing worm you'll ever freaking find. And this is God's honest truth right here. You're welcome, Alex. That's why I do it, man. That's why I do it. Listening along, building a transmission, or attempting to. Can't focus on that, watching me, huh? So, like I said, they nest in my trees every year. And I've had people come down here and pull up and say, hey, can I shake your trees? And want to get in the back of their truck and back up in my yard. They want to get in the back. They want to back up in my yard and shake my trees so these worms will fall in the back of their truck so they can go fishing. And I'm like, no, you're not putting your truck in my yard, you dumbass. How rude is that, you know? But what I do with this, I'm going to eat it. No, I'm joking. I'm going to set it back down because this thing may turn into a butterfly, you know, and it may live. So I don't kill stuff like that. I don't unless it's like a spider that I don't want around, I'll kill. But other than that, I don't kill them kind of things. I don't mess with them. I let them be them, you know. I need a haircut. Well, it's almost where I can go back, you know. But anyways, I don't like to kill animals. That's why the cat is still alive. The black one out here running around got 4 babies. Because I'm not a murderous, you know, person. I don't do that. I care about life. And like I said, Alex, man, I wish to God, brother, I hope you watch the videos. I'm sure you do if you do. If you watch me stupid butt live, you know, if you watch my dumb ass live. Sorry, guys. Can't hear me? All right. Sorry. I didn't see it. My hand, I was trying to put it in the tripod. All right. Anyways, Alex, what I was saying, man, I appreciate it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, go over there. There's some more videos over there. When I first started out doing YouTube, man, I put a bunch of videos on me on my Sportster and other, you know, and stuff. Like I completely freaking, you know, I wanted to do nothing but motorcycle videos and I did a lot. I deleted a lot. I deleted like 2,000 live streams, man. I did lives every day, every week, every night, just about. I was going live crazy, you know. That's how you build a good follow too, though. But then you know, shit happens and things happen. But the thing is, I quit doing motorcycle videos. It just took so much. Everyone's like, well, you got to edit, got to make a thumbnail, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm not real too keen and smart doing all that stuff, Alex. But I tried my best, you know, and I still try my best. But I quit doing, like, for me, honest to God, I'll be truthful. For me, riding and having a GoPro, my phone, Instant 360, I got an Instant 360 X2, having that up, making sure they were all charged, making sure I had the batteries charged, because I didn't know at the time, 5 years ago, you could put, a extended battery like this. I got it going to my phone right now. This is a DJI. It freaking lasts like 25 hours. So I didn't know at the time about those batteries. So it was a headache, man. Had to stop every 30 minutes to see if my GoPro cut off, if it was running, if it was too hot, if the battery needed changed. Had to buy constant SD cards to keep, because then you just video, and then you have to go through and edit and cut film and make video. You have to go into editing and like, I worked 40 hours to make a 10-minute video. I wasn't doing that. I'm not going to. So it started taking away from my real reason of riding, was the enjoyment of the road and riding motorcycles and my therapy and stuff like that. So what I'd done, I just quit doing riding videos altogether. I just said, fuck it, I'm not gonna do them. Riding is for me. Riding is for my personal being, for myself. It's in my blood. I love it. I'm tired of worrying about it for a job. Like, basically, that's what it was. It came down to like a job. Had to worry about batteries, like I said, cameras. Had to spend so much damn money out of my own pocket on all this shit. And there's no return in this, man. Not really. Like, if I get a super chat or a super thanks for $5, $10, I am very appreciated. It. Trust me. But if you can ask anybody here that's got a monetized channel, dude, we invest so much of our time and money just to bring it to people, you know what I mean? Just for us to do this. And I love doing it, don't get me wrong. But to hear you say that you love watching the live streams and the videos, the riding videos. I mean, honest to God, like I said, doing the quick little run lives and stuff like this is fun. I don't mind doing it. Trying to do a complete, recorded video. I don't do that and work 40 hours editing. Like, I don't get how people say, I edited it for 40 hours. And I look at the video and I'm like, okay, so it's a 10 to 15 minute video. All you got in there, it says subscribe. You got a picture in there. That can't be no 40-hour work week, Yeah, right. So I just hit record and hit stop. And then I'm done. There's my video. I'm not editing. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to edit all that shit and try to make it fancy. If I don't get views, I don't get views. I'm not trying to do all that. When I get big enough one day, I'll hire somebody to do my stuff for me. How's that? So when I get, famous, YouTube famous, I will hire somebody to edit my videos and do all that shit. I'm just joking, guys. I will never be YouTube famous. I may be asshole famous, because I'm an asshole sometimes, but I'll never be YouTube famous. So, yes, I'm sweating. It's hot here and humid. Whew, wee. And plus, I'm working off of 4 heart surgeries. So. And I'm smoking. How's that fucking work? How's that combinate with everything? So, anyways, I'm just glad I could help it. I'm glad you was there, man. I'm glad you said what you did, brother. Like I said, though, if you really want to watch somebody that riding videos, go watch Retired Rider. He does an amazing job with his videos, in my opinion. He does some talking. So I think you'll enjoy those, too, if you watch him, too. I don't know. Like I said, it's fun to do, and I hate the situation you're in. I mean, any of us could be there tomorrow or today, we never know. So, but like I said, what you said and what you're doing, man, that makes me want to, throw a video on. That makes me want to, hit record every once in a while and put a riding video. I got a riding video right now, man, 2 of them on my card in my GoPro right now. I still got 2 10 to 20 minute videos that I've got to get out. And I promise right now, and I don't say this to anybody or just anything, I will work on them today, this evening. I will try to work on those and try to get those out sometime this week for you because they are 2 riding videos, man. And that way you can see. I got one me going down the mountain. I recorded me going to a different town down the mountain. And then I've got one, I think, of me riding through the town, around the square, talking about something about a challenge, a small town challenge, and maybe something else. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the video and see, but yeah. He talks to himself. Yeah, this is normal, man. I mean, this is how it is, dude. I'll talk to the guy standing next to me. You didn't see that guy standing next to me? There's somebody standing right here, dummy. See? I mean, you mean you guys can see me? That's what somebody said. Somebody said, dude, you talk to yourself so much. They told me this the other day. He said, you ought to go to Walmart, you know. Don't carry anything in your hand. Don't have a phone. Don't do nothing. Go through Walmart and just talk a little bit, you know how I talk. And stop in an aisle. And when somebody says, and look at somebody and they say hi or say to you, say, you mean you can see me? Oh my God, you mean you can actually see me? And just to see how fucking freaked out they get, you know, see if they start freaking out. They think you're a ghost, man, you know, start messing with them. I think that would be funny. Yeah, man, I got a brain that works. If I don't talk and stuff, it does it inside. So to tell you the truth, retired rider, if I don't get it out, it stays in. And staying in this head is not good. So that's why I say if I need to get it out so I don't, you know, it doesn't stay inside my head. Because when it stays inside my head, that's when it gets to the point where it's, you know, it's non-negotiable. It doesn't want to negotiate or nothing like that. So then bad things can actually take place and happen. So, but I know one thing: it's hotter than a mule out here in a fucking whale's ass. So, whew, it's hot. So are you gonna go ride today, John? You like that, David? Let's see. Oh, got rain coming right there. If you can't tell, that's why I didn't take that trip that long. See that dark cloud? It probably don't look that dark on camera, but it's circling. It was raining out of it a second ago. So, anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna end it here. See if I can go in here and fix this Nightbot shit, David. I apologize for that, buddy. I really do. I didn't know it would even work. Here's the funny thing, John. Are you listening? It worked when I did a live stream without StreamYard. That's weird. Yes, sir, I am. Yes, sir, I admit it, and I'm okay with it. That worked, John, but I did not sign in to StreamYard. I just went live from YouTube. I wonder if that's got anything to do with that Nightbot, because I did not sign in to YouTube. Huh, that's funny. I'm gonna check that here in a minute. I may go live again in a few minutes just to check, see if that Nightbot showed up. So, I think it says it takes like 5 minutes for when you start your live. Give it 3 to 5 minutes and then it'll start doing it. So I'm gonna go in here and check it and figure it out and see if it'll do it. StreamYard may be holding it up. I don't know. It may not run through StreamYard. I don't know. All right, guys, just watch for me. Turn your notifications on. Hit that subscribe, like, comment. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.